Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cornea Impression. Today we are going to be reviewing Range Rover's sexiest car, that is the Velar. This is a 2022 facelift and has a ton of new things going on. First of all, brand new front end with the brand new facelifted headlights, and this is spec'd to the top of the line options. They went all out with it and it looks really good. What's cool, I'll take you through that. Well, it's got copper accents or rose gold accents over here and here, and you should definitely get them because they look super cool. This is not a car, this is like buying jewelry.
How many carats is this?
What, 4,000 or 5,000 carats? $3,000 a carat?
It gets two-tone 22-inch rims which look phenomenal on the car. I mean, it's a small car, it doesn't need 22-inch rims, but they really look good. A grey trim over here, so not gloss black, but gloss grey. Gloss grey and gloss black over here. So it's got 3 to 4 shades going on. So there's grey, black, copper, blue. That's a lot of coloring. And let me tell you this shade is called Portofino Blue. Looks phenomenal. I think it really suits the car in all aspects. So, one of the colors I'm very impressed with is this. It even has carbon fiber trim over here. So there's so much going on in this car. And then the blacked out roof. So it's got dark blue or Portofino blue and then a blacked out roof over here. Another interesting bit about these handles is when you drive, they automatically go in when you catch speed and the doors lock. And when you stop and you press the unlock button, they retract outside. A cool feature. Let's talk about the rear. Now the rear taillights are new, flushed in, very handsome looking, very jewelry-like. It's interesting that how the Velar has inspired the design language of the new Big Daddy Range Rover. So instead of taking design cues from the big car takes design cues from the small car. That's pretty cool. I like the way it's going. Matte Land Rover badging with matte green inside. So again, small touches make the car really look good. Grey Range Rover badging over here. Same multiple color combinations over here. So blue, black, grey, grey, black, and then chrome over here with black. The rear is pretty handsome too. So it's a good looking car. All in all, it's a very good looking car. Perfectly designed for your urban use. Talking about the boot, obviously automated boot. Ignore a camera equipment. It's got a 12 volt socket over here, charging bits. Now this is all manual. These seats will fold down. I think so. I'm not sure, I'll have to check. But yeah, the grab handle for this is in leather, so nice touch over here for your spare wheel. It's a full size spare wheel. It's time to talk about the interiors. You guys know I'm a sucker for tan, and I always say that, and it has tan interiors, so I'm already sold on it. But yeah, it's got leather everywhere, it's got soft touch plastics, heads up display, ton of safety features, contrasting stitching over here. So it's white stitching with black and tan interiors, leather everywhere, which is good. I like the quality of the leather, very supple, very nice with the contrasting stitching. Rear space is good only for 2 adults, so 5 people, very tight. Press the Land Rover button over here and this opens to give you another cup holder. Nice touch. Storage over here with all your cables and everything. My phone's hidden in there. Full length panoramic roof, adding to light in the car, making it nice and luxurious and spacious. So yeah, all in all, Range Rover's done a very good job with the interiors on this car. Makes you feel properly premium. You know where you spent your money. It has a ton of safety features like I mentioned, and a Meridian sound system with that perfect audio. Now this door handle is also made of metal, so it's got a lot of touches to make you feel that it's an expensive car. Let's talk about the infotainment. this has a new PV infotainment system. So it's got a 3-screen split and you can keep scrolling. The big cars like the Discovery, the Defender and the full Daddy Range Rover have a big screen. They don't have that. This is a small screen over and you slide. So decently easy to use, very intuitive, very common sense. Little laggy but still works. Off-roading features, drive modes all over here. Climate control from over here. Heated and cooled seats from here as well. You have to push it and then you can go left for cooling and right for heating. Now for the AC vents you need to press, let me switch on the car and show you. For the AC vents you need to press this and then you can go on the right. Again, this is not very ergonomic. You're looking down while doing this because you need to be accurate. So if you want to change the blower on the fly or while you're driving, you need to look down and then change it. You can't just do it while looking up. So that's a tricky bit. So you need to pay attention. Temperature control is easy to adjust. Volume knob is in a sensible place, which is good. Another cool feature is when the car is just sitting and you're switched on but not the ignition, the heads-up display shows a Land Rover logo inside. That's pretty cool. That's the first I've seen. Time to talk about performance on the Range Rover Velar. This comes with the inline 6-cylinder engine producing 340 horsepower. You can also get it with the 2-liter engine, but I definitely recommend getting the bigger size options. If it's in your budget, you should go all the way up to the SV80, which is the autobiography top of the line V8. That is a brilliant car. But if you don't have the budget to go to that, then the inline 6-cylinder turbocharged petrol is your best bet. Now, this car, like I told you guys, produces 340 horsepower and is mated to the 8-speed automatic transmission. It does 0 to 100 in roughly around 6.3 seconds. Now as a cruiser, it's very comfortable, very refined, relaxed. But when you want it to be aggressive, it has a hint of turbo lag, and that's when you kind of feel that it's sluggish or slow, especially while going uphill and when it's at low speeds. You kind of feel that it needs more power, but it doesn't need more power. It's just that it has that turbo lag which kind of ruins that experience for you. But otherwise, good car in terms of highway cruising, city driving, highway stability. Very quiet, very refined, very potent. It definitely handles well. I mean, you wouldn't be afraid of pushing this car across fast bends and curves. Obviously, you're not going to take a hairpin in this car at crazy speeds, but it'll definitely keep up with the budget sports cars out there. There's a BRZ in front of me and a 370Z at the back, and I'm in a sort of a city race with them. Everybody's trying to prove a point. And this car definitely has handling potential, and that's why you can get the V8 and go all out. But if you can't get the V8, this is the car for you. You enjoy pushing this car. I'm definitely enjoying it. Nice car. Nicely done, Range Rover. Yeah, once the car gets running, you kind of enjoy pushing it. It's the slow speed or the low speed turbo lag that is annoying. And that shouldn't be the case because most brands have kind of sorted that out, especially in the premium segment and especially at this price point. Because it's a Range Rover, it has all the off-road pedigree that you would need in a Range Rover. Not that like you're going to use it because this is pretty much a city car, but if you want to go off-roading, it has all the off-roading options available on the lower screen over here. It even has a 2-transfer case. That means you can transfer your power to the front or back wheels. The computer can decide that and give power to the exact wheel when it's required during a tricky situation. So yeah. And if you decide to go into the water with this car, The Defender has up to 900 millimeters of wading depth. So does the Land Rover Discovery, which we drove last week. This car has up to 580, so which is good enough. If there's a cloudburst and a storm over your city and your city is flooded with water, your Velar can save the day and go home or take you home because it has off-roading pedigree and 580 millimeters of wading depth. You're going to be wondering, all of this looks good, sounds good, but how much does it cost? Well, the Range Rover Velar, the 4-cylinder one, the base one, starts at 225,000 dirhams, which is roughly around $61,000. This, however, top of the line car with all the bells and whistles that I just described is priced at 392,000 dirhams, which is roughly around $106,000. That's a lot of money. And then I'm wondering whether all of it is worth it when I look at the price point, because then you start approaching the Range Rover Sport territory or a bigger used luxury car. And honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about this being 392,000 dirhams. Let me know what you guys think of the price point, and would you buy the Velar at full options at this price point, or would you go for the cheaper version? Let me know in the comments, because I really am not sure how I feel about paying almost 400,000 dirhams for a Velar. But stay tuned for more reviews. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.